Good morning, everybody. Now, I notice when other people do lives, they wait. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm just getting on and doing because while it's in me, we've got to share it. And good morning and welcome to Latte with Lynda. Morning edition. Not been on since Wednesday. Water. Very thirsty. Did my 7-minute workout at the studio before I taught my class. So it was hot room. It was much hotter than I would ever do high intensity at. However, it was only 7 minutes and anything is possible for 7 minutes. And while I'm at it, I must just tell you, I haven't even got this written down on my list. It's a girl. It's a girl. On Wednesday, as you know, I came on and I think, yes, I did come on Wednesday. So I came on Wednesday and I was in labour of creation, and what was I doing? Oh yes, I was creating something, and it's now ready. It's a she is ready. A mini tutorial on push-ups. Now everything was done. It was the tech. It was all the techie bits, the little bits and pieces you have to do to get it all out there into the world. So it's out, it's into the world, and you can have it. If you go onto my bio, oh, I'm so excited. Click the link in my bio and you will find Push-Ups Made Easy. I'm trying to think of a name for her at the moment. No name just yet, but she will have a name. Orange. Her colour is orange. She glows orange. So Push-Ups Made Easy is a new thing that I have created, and people will be thinking, well, what's that got to do with anything? It's got everything to do with everything, because it's about your mind. It is more about your mind than the actual push-up. It's more about the journey. In fact, it is the journey. It's all about the journey. Where are you actually going? You know, where are you actually going? Stop and think and have a listen to what's going on inside and what the answer is. Depends on what your senses are, your dominant senses. Do you feel, do you see, do you hear, do you know? Whatever it is, could even taste it. What does the destination look like? Yeah, exactly. So what we do, we want to get ourselves into the moment and enjoy this beautiful journey. And we get to create it however we want. I can see my hair sticking out there. A little bit of curly whirly. Right. So that is ready. Yeah, so get back to Wednesday. So I thought to myself, oh, come on, I'll do my live and then I'll do this, that and the other. And then I'll have something to eat. Well, it was about 6 p.m. So we ended up having like a mini fast, which reminds me, I must mention that, I'll just write that down now. So it was about 6 p.m. before I even got anything to eat. And then, this is what I was going to come on to talk about yesterday, and then I didn't. If I don't come on when the moment catches me and I get waylaid, just cover the old ears a bit, then it doesn't happen. Has to be in the moment. Has to be when it's all just coming from here. And I believe this is my soul speaking. And because I've been watching back, and I've been thinking, oh, I don't remember saying that. This is interesting. Can't be me. So that must be my soul, my other person, you know, my inner self is speaking to you. So I went to the most wonderful thing on, was it Wednesday? It's all blurred. Yes, it was Wednesday evening. Yes, so Wednesday, I went to this wonderful thing, a soiree with the Celestial Coach, Karina Rook, and it was fantastic. And what I liked about it was we can go to all the workshops in the world, and we do, and we know all of the things, but what you're looking for is resonance. It's that energetic connection that somebody, I mean, I've heard everything a gazillion times before, but I haven't heard it. It's come my way, but it hasn't resonated. And this is the interesting thing. When I worked in higher education, it always puzzled me how I could give out this information to the students and they'd just look you up and down like you'd lost your marbles. And then you get somebody in who wasn't part of the university, and they come in and say word for word the same thing, and the students would be like, it was like you told them the lottery numbers or the whatever it was, the thing that is going to save their life and make them a millionaire or make them successful, whatever it is. And so it was the same information. So you have the information. What you're looking for is that resonance, that what is said resonates at the same frequency. And I can't think of any other reason why two people can say exactly the same thing and only one of them is heard. So at this event with Karina, it was all about it. It's all about the inner game. Now, I noticed that on one of my socials I called it Inner Game Friday. But I've decided I'm going to call it Inner Play, because play is even better. Game kind of feels like there might be a right or a wrong, but when it's play, it's kind of much more pleasurable. So I hereby declare that Fridays are Inner Play Friday. My inner play day. So it's the inner explorations, going within. So in this session, it was really about going within and ways to do that. And leading on from that, I really like Esther Hicks, because every so often she says something that resonates again, or is almost like a little, you're on the right path, dear. So here's the thing, meditation. I'm going to tell you about meditation, and the way you meditate is perfect. For years, and it really resonated with me. I'm listening again to Ask and It Is Given, and for years, and this is what Esther Hicks talks about, and it resonated with me because this is my experience as well. Years, you're sitting in these sessions and people are saying, close your eyes, and as the thoughts come, bat them away. And why can I not hear my inner guidance? Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. How are you? Why can't I hear my inner guidance? Because I'm batting her away. All of this information's coming to me, but I'm batting it away because I'm closing my eyes, meditating. Oh, the thoughts are coming. Let them go. Let them go. My inner being is speaking to me. So, and so this is probably why I have these dreams that are so powerful, is because I wasn't listening to myself in any other way. And and what Esther Hicks said that really resonated was, this was her. She was doing her best to bat away these thoughts rather than allowing them. Allow the thoughts, allow the conversations, because it's your inner guidance system. It's your intuition bubbling up and ready. She's ready to work for you and with you and through you. But you're batting her away. So with the meditation, controversial, I know, how about if the thought comes up and you just follow it? I'm not saying hang on and get yourself all stressed, but, get curious. That's interesting. Or listen to what comes up and listen to the conversation that comes. Good morning. Good morning, Aisha. Listen to the conversation that comes up with you. Like I had the one about the ink. I mean, still doesn't make any sense, but it was interesting. So what it told me was that that there is an inner power, and I have a power, and I have the gift. I have the gift of clairvoyance. I had no idea about this ink. It was a very strange conversation. I'll tell you again. So I was at an event a few weeks ago, and it was incredibly powerful. Lots of amazing women, brilliant women in the room, seers, hearers, feelers, knowers, clairvoyance, claircognizant, clairsentience, clairaudience, you name it. And I had acute comparisonitis, because I thought, well, they've got voices, and they see, and this, that, and the other one. They get little downloads, and I'm, that's me. So I went home, and must have had lots of dreams. Can't actually remember if I wrote them down. Yes, I did. I wrote things down, and one of the things that came as I came out of sleep. So going into and coming out of sleep, into sleep, hypnagogic state, suggestive, alpha, coming out of sleep, hypnopompic, coming out of sleep, also alpha, suggestive, I believe. Correct me on the alpha brainwaves, but definitely powerful. And suddenly I'm coming out of sleep, but I'm having a conversation with one of the women in the room. I know that she's got long hair, I think, but maybe I've added that afterwards, I don't know. What I do know is that this woman's guides said, my guides tell me that I have a daily supply of ink. So comparisonitis, okay, well that's great, but what about me? Where are my guides? Why am I not getting any guidance? Ink? Why have I not got any ink? Ink? What? Where was the ink? Did I see anybody with ink in the room? Didn't see anybody with ink in the room. Anyway, when I got there and we started the session, I sat down and looked to the right, and on the desk, on the table, further away, so about 3 or 4 people away to my right, was a bottle of ink, an ink bottle. I haven't seen an ink bottle since I was at school, several decades ago, and it was absolutely fascinating. So there you go. And I asked her if she had she did have plentiful ink, plentiful pens, but the pens didn't necessarily soak up the ink. Very interesting. So I've gone off on a tangent as to why I was mentioning that. Yeah, it's about listening to yourself, and it's about knowing that your information and your guidance is going to come to you in different ways. It may not be the same as other people. Are you listening to yourself? So one of my things now is to listen back more. I do listen back to some of them. Listen back more to these lives that I do, because I do enjoy them. And when watch back, listen. Sometimes I'm across the room doing a bit of cooking and it's playing and I think, oh, did I say that? Oh, that's interesting. So I'm listening to myself. And I remember years ago, I was being interviewed, and the interviewer, it was called Michael, I think. He was the dean, Bournemouth University. It was a dean, and he said, why do you want the job? And so I told him all about Mr. Bailey, and I just went off. And this is the thing. So this is when my soul appeared, and she literally just explained. So it came right from the heart, my explanation. And I completely got lost. I lost myself. I said, I forgot what the question was or whatever it was. And the interviewer said, wow, that's amazing. I could listen to you talking all day. That's what he said. So this was my soul speaking. It came right from the soul. So let it out. So yeah, so listen to yourself. Let that be the advice. Listen to yourself, because I guarantee you will be telling yourself something. And that conversation, those messages may not come from what is actually said or heard. It could be your body. So I was saying, my friend the other day was saying that her foot hurts. And I said, what is your body trying to tell you? Lo and behold, my foot hurts. And I think it might be the bread I've eaten. It could be bread, it could be flour, it could be sugar. So listen to your body. So listen to whatever it is, whether it's you get a feeling and a sensation in a part of your body, whether you do hear, whether you feel, whether it's just a knowing. Start paying attention to that, because you are powerful beyond belief and you have gifts. Now, let me talk first of all. I've written fast. I've written the word fast on here. Let me just tell you, it's the first, I think I'm going to go from Sunday the 2nd of March. I'm going to go from the 2nd to the 4th of March. So that is Sunday the 2nd, Monday the 3rd, Tuesday the 4th. That's going to be me fasting. Now I do practice on a Tuesday. I have to have a think about the times. I thought I decided, and now I'm second guessing myself. This is the thing, just do it. This is the thing, do it before you start to have that mini, what do you call? No, I won't call her Priscilla. Peaches perfection. starts to go, oh, well, and then before you know it, you're procrastinating. Peach is procrastinating, that's what we'll call her, and nothing's done. Fasting, so that's mentioned. Now let's get on to the order of the day. This is a very, very exciting thing. I, Lynda Smith, am a participant of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. This is very exciting. I was on LinkedIn minding my own business and I noticed that somebody had signed up, and so I thought, oh, that's interesting. Go with your curiosity, people. Go with your curiosity. And I clicked the button and signed up. Training week next week, I think. Very exciting. And it's really important. So it's the UN Commission on the Status of Women. It's called CSW 69 because it's the 69th Congress or meeting. And it's about... I can't even read my... diversity, I think it might be what I've written. I don't think it is diversity. Could be. Equality, rights and empowerment. And a rallying call to collective action. It's a global movement. It's about gender rights and it's about meaningful change, which is so important, which leads me on to the next thing, which again I haven't written down here, but it's obviously the universe is coming. And it's all about, I saw this thing the other day, and it's about breaking the chains, breaking the curse, the ancestral patterns, and it's all about doing that. And this ties in very much. So it's all about ending them things, those familial things, like not speaking out. It's time to speak out. You have. I'm going to give you permission to give yourself permission to be visible, to use your voice and to express yourself, and boundaries. It's going to be around boundaries and having the confidence to say no, being comfortable with saying no, and standing in your power, owning your true voice. In fact, that is what I'm about. I typically work with black women in leadership who are frustrated and exhausted, doing all the work without the recognition or the quality of life. So they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard. They often feel like they're the only one. And they're the only one in the room to solve a problem that's insurmountable. They've kind of come along and thought, yes, I'm going to do this. Let's take the equality diversity as an example. And it's a wonderful thing, empowering people, acceptance, just making the world, people feel safe, and then the world a safer place. And yet they've got this task, and it's insurmountable because there is no support. It's just a case of, oh yes, we'll take you on, you'll do. We've ticked our diversity box, and before you know it, you're kind of trying to do something without the support, so it feels insurmountable. And so that work is depleting you rather than enriching you. And I'm here and I help people to, so back to the people pleasing, and this ability to say no and be comfortable saying no and not explaining yourself. The number of explanations I've had for my 7-minute workout. Oh, well, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to, do this, that, the other. And, hi, Karen, how you doing? And there are no excuses. It's like, just say no. Don't do it. Because the energy you are taking and beating yourself up when none of the other person's business, just say no. So I'm about helping you to stand in your power, own your true voice, say no, create those strong boundaries, and be so comfortable with saying no that you don't even know that you said it. And know when to say yes, so you go for what you want and get it, and you're empowered. This CSW 69, UN Commission of the Status of Women. So that's what I'm talking about. Right, okay, so what was the next thing? See, I've got this list. Oh yes, I've said that. What I know. So as I was saying, I've been watching my content back, my videos, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's very good. It's just gone and disappeared into Instagram. So now I'm thinking about actually taking some of them and putting them up onto YouTube. So I'm just asking the universe, really, universe, We know this is a good idea. This has come from my soul, so we know it's a great idea. But what we're looking for, and I'm looking up, I've got my arms open, because I'm asking, perhaps you could send me a VA. A VA that gets me. Because these people that are looking at my profile and telling me this, that and the other, oh, nobody's watching, nobody's listening, blah, blah, blah. I'm not understanding the point. So I think that's one of the things I'm going to do, is to put these up onto YouTube, because they're great. If you've not watched back, then do. In fact, I'm going to put a clip up of one I want you to watch back, and it's the one where I'm laughing my head off. This is what I want to encourage you to do. Laugh your head off at yourself and those things, and find those moments of joy that make you laugh so much that, they just uplift you, and you can just tap into them. For example, when I was at school, I've told this story many, many times, but it makes me laugh. There's me, Kay Morley and Colin Townsley. Now, we don't remember many names. Well, I don't. I don't necessarily stick with all the names from the children at school. But we were about 8 years old, 8 or 9, I think. It might have been younger, actually. What age do you leave infants? Junior? Oh, I can't remember. Let's say 8 or 9. And we were laughing. We were having a good old laugh through our lunch. It was dinner time, and the dessert was called pudding. It was called pudding, and it was spotted dick. So we got to the dessert, we got to the pudding, and we're still laughing. And then this joke just got so funny. Colin Townsley, mouthful of spotted dick, and Costa spat it out. It was absolutely hilarious. And to this day, that story makes me laugh so much. And it's really important for you to find those stories and just create a little bank of them. Write them down, however you can visualize them, so that when the things are challenging, you just dip into that little story. My IKEA story, that was the one from the other day. And I forgot to mention in that one. So me and my friend decided that we actually decided we were going to meet at IKEA for the opening night in Edmonton, Tottenham borders. There was nothing untoward going on in Tottenham, so it's Edmonton. And we were coming from completely different directions. I was coming from central London, she was coming from Tottenham, and we were both in taxis, and we were going to meet in IKEA. Little did we know that the whole world was coming, and people had actually flown in for this evening of this event, which was an opening of IKEA, because they were selling £10 sofas and various other things at next to nothing. I think there were sofas, futons, things that were absolutely cut price. And we didn't get there because the road was jammed. It was rammed. It was blocked, back-to-back traffic. So in the end, I got the driver to turn round, and my friend turned around, so we never got there. Next day, we discovered it was rammed. I don't think they broke the door, but when they'd opened up, there was some kind of fight at some point. They had to close the store. Somebody got stabbed. I know. So look for those moments of joy. The stabbing is not a moment of joy, but look for those stories that you can that can uplift you and inspire you. Right, Soul Tribe. I've come all around the houses. I feel like my soul's had a little dip in and out there. She comes out, she says stuff, and I don't remember. And then I go back and I think, oh, that was interesting. So I'm allowing her to express herself. And of course, as at the start, the birth of my new project is a video tutorial on push-ups. It's out, and you can grab a copy. It's free. I had a few requests from people, women doing my workouts, who said, oh, I want to be able to do push-ups like you. Well, you can. You can and you will. Push-Ups Made Easy by Lynda Smith is out. Check the link in my bio, and it should be the top thing that you click on and you can download. And I'd love to let you find out how you get on. Put something in the comments of how you get on. Hi, Echo, lovely to see you. Because you're going to be pushing up with ease and joy. Because remember, again, like I said at the start, so I started and I'm going to come full circle. it is about the journey. It's not about how many push-ups you can do. My desire for you is to work in alignment and build your mind-body connection. It doesn't matter how many push-ups you do. It's about the quality of what you do, and actually it's about the consistency, and it's building the strength of mind. It's absolutely about what's going on in your mind. So that is the desire. So put something in the comments when you've done the little video. Let me know how you're getting on. And also let me know what the next one is you'd like me to do. I do 13 exercises, 7 minutes, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Off means active recovery. So it's 7 minutes non-stop. So, 13 exercises. Now we do lefts and rights of some. So it's only going to be probably 11 exercises, but actually it could be 13 if we add the active recovery as well. You may want that broken down, although jogging on the spot to me seems quite straightforward, but you never know. People have questions, and I suppose it might be just about the core engagement and the breath and all of those kinds of things, but send your questions my way. Right, I'm meant to come on for about 10 minutes maximum. And I know I've gone off again, but what can you do? Plan today. I'm going to rustle up a little pizza. I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian. But I am going to just have a mozzarella. I've got roasted peppers, I've got capers, and I've got olives. So it's going to be quite delicious pizza. Homemade, obviously. And Inner Play Friday. The inner game means I'm going to lie down. Late night with Inferno, and I'm teaching again at 6 o'clock at the yoga quarter. Again, look in my stories actually, and you'll find a link to that class if you wish. And the open day's coming up on the 2nd of March. There's so much good stuff coming. 2nd of March at the yoga quarter, and you have to be in my class because it is the class to be in. It is the class of the century. In fact, feedback. It's really hard to find a Pilates class that's fun. Well, if you want fun, I am your person. We have so much fun. Even last night, everybody comes and says, I've never done it before. I say, don't worry, as long as you're laughing, that's all you need to do. Anything else is a bonus. 2nd of March, we are going to Wakanda. We're going to Wakanda. And because it's coming up to International Women's Day, I might do 2 International Women's Day type themed Marvel classes. So we're going to have Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, who else is there? Can't remember. Oh, not Supergirl, Spider Woman, or Spider Girl, whatever she's called. We're going to have the Queen of Wakanda, Ramonda. We're going to have the General. I can't remember her name. Is it Okoye? That's it, General. We're going to have Blade. He's probably one of the few men we're going to allow. I lie. We're going to have Iron Man as well because it's themed. I'm going to do an Iron Man sequence, but generally it's mainly women. So coming back to me and the UN, I am a UN CSW 69 participant. Yes, about female empowerment, equality, and really taking action to transform, because it does. Women are here to save the world. You may not know that, you may not have got the memo, but I'm sending you the memo now. And divine feminine energy is so powerful when women connect. Right, on that note, that's it from me. I'm going to have some water and some breakfast. Soul Tribe, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love. Bye. Just gonna, there we go.